Hi y'all, welcome back to another video. So when you're talking about One Piece, one of the main things that's always going to be brought up really, like when you talk about the series as a whole, is world building. Is the world building of One Piece, right? And the world building of One Piece is something that truly makes One Piece stand out like above the rest. Because really there's not really much anime that could compete with it. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of anime that could even that's most anime not even in the same like stratosphere of One Piece. Okay, yeah. So I think there's two major things that go into One Piece's world building. Right, the first thing is the one that everyone will tell you about. You know what I'm saying? The culture from different island to island. You know, like everyone's custom. We see everyone's customs, how things may differ from different islands. Right. Some of the biggest examples, right, I could think of off top of my head is like Skypiea, but Skypiea and like Water 7, right? They both have different transportation and like every other island, like on how you get around, right? You know what I'm saying, right? Like they got the little waivers on Skypiea that Nami was really good at driving, and that Luffy pretty much crashed like instantly. You know, they got those. They got dials. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen dials in any other goddamn island, obviously, because it's special to Skypiea. It's unique to Skypiea. Water 7, it's an island pretty much built by water. With them being built by water, they've become like one of the best like shipwright places ever. How you get around is like these sea creatures pretty much that that you could just ride and go around places. We see that tsunamis come and flood, so they keep building on top of the city. That is shit that does not happen in any other yeah, obviously that doesn't really happen in any other island, right? In places like Sabaody and Fishman Island, they're unique in an economic sense as well. Like they both rely on pirates like economically at the end of the day, because you have to go through Sabaody to get your ship coded and then go to Fishman Island. Every pirate goes to Fishman Island to get to the New World. Can't go to the New World without going to Fishman Island. There you go. That's just different from how everyone else operates. Most places we've seen, you know, they not fucking with pirates, unless of course you're run by a pirate. But at the end of the day, most places we've seen aren't fucking with pirates like that. Uh, in Sabaody, you could travel through bubbles. I remember. I thought they did that in Fishman Island too, but I'm not sure. I think that they might have just brung bubbles down there. I'm not quite sure. I forgot, if I'm being honest with y'all, but still, this is different from like other places. Is what I'm trying to get at. You have a place like Amazon Lily that's it's full of women that's never seen men. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when they see Luffy, seeing Luffy to them was like a new experience to them. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was new to them. Just because he was a man. You know what I'm saying? I think you know Whole Cake is island made of food, but like we see that everyone's pretty much safe there as long as Big Mom isn't rampaging. She tries to have like every race there. You know what I'm saying? I think one of the best parts, like one of my favorite things for like island, bro, is Zunisha, bro. Cause Oda is so creative and like he's just a genius, bro. Thinking of that of how it rains there, right? No other place really gets rain like this. Like Zunisha's rain is just Zunisha spraying ocean water up above with her nose. I think she makes like a noise, right, that kind of symbols it off. It's amazing. We see just like a cultural thing. We see Wano. They have like a fucking what's it like a festival where they fly their dreams and shit into the air like once a year, I believe, right? It's shit like that just there's something new to experience pretty much every island we go to. Even the island like Long Ring, Longland, Oda, or like there was like fucking like different size like animals that like different proportion animals that we would usually that we would see anywhere in the series. Now this stuff that was off top of my dome. I will say for this first part of the One Piece's world building, I I'm knowledge on it, but I'm far from like the most knowledge. Honestly, I probably lack in this part, like for this first part of One Piece's world building. You know, like I'm self-aware. Like I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to the different like customs and shit like that. When it comes to One Piece, you know what I'm saying? Like from island to island. It's definitely something I should probably get more knowledgeable on. Right now, I'm gonna go cut to part 2, which is my personal favorite part of One Piece's world building. Before I do that, consider subscribing. I post 4 times a week, and yeah. Alright, so the fact that One Piece moves without Luffy, I think is like the best part of One Piece's world. Like this world that Oda has built, this world does not revolve around Luffy and the Straw Hats, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they make an impact on the world, don't get it twisted, they're the main cast, but as other characters do as well without them even like being involved in certain actions. Now, these characters Luffy may have encountered or something, but at the end of the day, you showing like a nameless bum that nobody cares about, you know what I'm saying? Who knows how we'll feel about that, you know what I'm saying? But either way, right, you could date back to early One Piece. Kobe's training with Garp and Bogard. I think cover stories play a heavy part in this, although the anime does cut out cover stories eventually, I think after Skypiea. But again, we see Kobe and Helmeppo. We see Helmeppo join up with Kobe, and they end up training with Garp and Bogart. Right? We know Morgan's escape. This was all a cover story, by the way. But again, this is something that has nothing to do with Luffy. Right. So they're getting stronger no matter what. And even just staying with Kobe real quick, we know him, Law, and Blackbeard did something during the time skip. I'm gonna get more to the time skip soon, but like, we know he did something during time skip. We know and that go cut into something like Enel seemed like little like creatures or something or like robots or something on the moon. Again, Luffy has no part in that whatsoever. This is after Luffy defeated him, obviously, but again, him just finding the moon and shit, that happened in the cover story. Again, and now it's moving without Luffy. Luffy has no impact with him, right? CP9, I watched it in the anime, but I've seen the cover story, right? Like, I watched everything up until like Wano in the anime, but like CP9 had a call with like Spaniard after the defeat in Eni's lobby, and yeah, they kept pushing for it. Obviously, we even see like Lucci never stopped moving. Lucci got an awakening. I don't know if he had hockey or not back then, but if he didn't, he got that. He just got a lot stronger. He got upgraded to being a CP0 agent again. But they had that little cover story for them. Ace kept chasing after Blackbeard no matter what. Yes, Luffy came in after the aftermath of that, but Luffy was playing no part in that, for real, if we're being honest, up until the aftermath. Right? Blackbeard's probably the main character that's always moving, right? We could cut back to a lot of shit for Blackbeard, right? Again, Blackbeard versus Ace. Blackbeard, what's it called? I'll get into the top skip, like at post top skip stuff after I go into the top skip. But like Blackbeard, even Blackbeard going to Impel Down. Yes, he's seen Luffy, but Luffy being there, no correlation, bro. Like this shit was gonna happen no matter whether Luffy or not was there or not, and he would have probably succeeded whether Luffy was there or not. You know what I'm saying? Like Blackbeard would have achieved his goal there no matter what. And Blackbeard just keeps moving. He keeps it pushing. Luffy was pretty much just there in Blackbeard's eyes. But Blackbeard's someone who keeps on pushing. Alright, y'all. So as I'm editing this video, I realized like Blackbeard also went to Jump Island, right? Like Luffy went to Jump Island, and we find out that Blackbeard had already been there. So Blackbeard again was still continuing to move. Even though we knew nothing about Blackbeard, he was still a character continuing to move. And again, Luffy doesn't affect... The world doesn't revolve around Luffy. Everyone's moving whether Luffy is or not. But even the top skip, right? The fact that Luffy Luffy did nothing for 2 years. The world kept moving, right? And I know some people might hate the fact that I'm compared, but the world paused when Naruto and Sasuke baby, straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's a compare. It's like I'm just like Naruto and Sasuke was getting stronger, and that's about it, bro. like the world paused, ain't nothing happened, right? Y'all know what happened during the time skip, bro? The Whitebeard remnants was fucking went to war with Blackbeard and inevitably lost. Blackbeard became a Yonko. Buggy became a warlord. Weevil, a completely new character at the time, became a warlord. Law became a warlord. Did I say Blackbeard became a Yonko? You know what I'm saying? Like Aokiji and Akainu fought, and they changed. And you can even bring this back up to part where like they changed the landscape of an island, bro, in their fight, right? This for Fleet Admiral, right? Yes, me again. Also, Aokiji joined Blackbeard during that time. Now we see the actual conversation and shit that took place for Aokiji joining Blackbeard later, but again, we seen like during the time skip or whatever, Aokiji inevitably joined Blackbeard. So his story didn't end when he lost either. He is again another character that just kept pushing forward, and he ended again joined Blackbeard. But back to the Kobe, Blackbeard, and Law had some sort of incident. Like I forgot what it was called. I forgot what they said it was called. I'm mad at myself right now. But they did do something. Kobe is considered a hero for whatever the fuck happened. I don't know what happened, but Kobe's considered a hero for it. Law and Blackbeard probably achieved something there, especially Blackbeard most definitely probably achieved something there. You know what I'm saying? So again, during the time skip, this shit kept moving and then just stopped because Luffy wasn't doing anything in the world. Oh shit! Even during the time skip, Kid is a character that's done shit that we don't like, that we haven't seen, but he's a character that kept moving even after the time skip. He fought Shakes, lost his arm. We know that for a fact. He himself went into Whole Cake and got the Poneglyph from Big Mom. What else has he done? What else has Kid done? Hold on. Right, he fought Kaido before Luffy did. Right, like Kid himself also had like his story, like look, I hate our Kid, but he kept his shit moving, right? His world didn't just stop. It wasn't just a revolve around Luffy type of thing. Another Blackbeard thing, like Blackbeard attacked Bonnie some way somehow. Akainu tried to pull again. Akainu, someone who's continuously moving. He went out. He was pulling up Blackbeard, and the rest of his crew fleed. Decided we're not gonna find him right now. I believe Blackbeard attacked like one of the Revolutionary Army's bases as well. I might be wrong on that, but I'm like 95% sure he did. But yeah, like Blackbeard again was someone. It's one of the main characters who's always moving. If we're being like honest, like he's probably one of the best examples you could give. There's shit like Bartolomeo burning down flags, in cover stories. I will say I don't know a lot of post-time skip cover stories prior to Wano. There's Germa pulling up the Whole Cake. Eat like they have their little battle, and you know Germa's escaping Whole Cake. We got fucking the Blackbeard pirates pulling up the Whole Cake. Again, Blackbeard's probably one of the main motherfuckers that keep moving. Blackbeard post time skip. Well, let's get into the Reverie real quick, right? The Reverie, again, another perfect example of Luffy does not like this shit doesn't have nothing to do with Luffy, bro. The Reverie, you know, is the abolishment of the warlord system. We get to see how all the warlords get affected by this, you know. After this, Mihawk, Crocodile, and Buggy form Cross Guild. Again, nothing to do with Luffy. Like this my point. Like nothing revolves around Luffy and the Strides. The world doesn't revolve around them. Yes, they make an impact in the world, but it don't revolve around them. But yeah, Weevil ends up getting captured while we're gone. Marco might go save him, right? This is another thing that might happen. What's it called? Boa gets attacked by Blackbeard. We know Sabo and them pull up to the Reverie, and they end up saving Kuma, right? So we know stuff like that happen as well. Again, nothing that pertains to Luffy, bro. They are moving, no matter what Luffy's doing. Luffy does not impact the entire goddamn world, and it's something I love. Right, the destruction of wherever Sabo was at, right? But Blackbeard versus Boa happened. What's it called? After Wano, Kid pulled up on Shanks. We even see what Shanks is going to be doing, pretty much heading forward. We know he's hunting Blackbeard down, right? He wants to fight Blackbeard, you know, like that's what's going on with Shanks right now. Shanks is probably gonna go to like some war or something with Blackbeard, right? He's actively hunting him down. Again, Shanks is progression, like Shanks has his own motives, his own goals. He's moving forward towards Blackbeard right now. Blackbeard defeats Law and takes his poneglyphs. Blackbeard's crew is fucking moving. We have Blackbeard's crew in fucking Egghead right now. We had them roll up in Whole Cake, and they captured Pudding so she could read the poneglyphs for them. Shit. Oh, Garp pulled up the but Blackbeard captured Kobe, and then Garp pulled up the Blackbeard's territory to get Kobe back. Now, Garp is packed up, most likely, but everyone else is fleeing. Again, this is Luffy's not really involved in none of this, but the world's pushing forward even without him, and I think that's like the best aspect of One Piece's world building, is that the world can keep moving without Monkey D. Luffy. There's probably some cover stories and shit, I don't know. And there's probably something I forgot. But that's pretty much what I was trying to get at. Like the world, the fact that everyone keeps moving, even like Luffy and the Straw Hats, we could just not see them for a minute, and the world's gonna keep moving, right? And shit, we went Oda cut away from the Straw Hats, and it was just what other characters was doing, was either up to or had already did, right? The point being, they're always moving. And I think that'll always be the greatest part of this fucking of One Piece. Even more into like the Sabo rescue mission, we see Fujitora even helping the Revolutionary Army. We see Kuma attacking the Red Line, although that does pertain to Luffy eventually. But yeah, you know that's y'all get the point though. The world's gonna move no matter what, right? Whether Luffy just chills down for a couple months, something's probably gonna happen in that couple months. If he literally just sat there and did nothing, which he won't be doing now, but if he just sat there and did nothing, shit's still gonna go down. And that's I think one of the greatest, if not the greatest aspect of One Piece's world building. Again, it's my favorite aspect, and yeah. But that's gonna be the end of this video. I talked a lot about, you know, the movement of other characters, really. But yeah, consider subscribing to the channel. I post 4 times a week: Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Consider liking the video if you liked it. And peace out.